In this video, we will talk about how you can earn at least 5% in real estate income rental here in Metro Manila. If you want to learn more about that, this video is for you. How to get 5% in rental income in Metro Manila.
Getting a 5% rental yield here in Manila is actually quite challenging right now. There's not a lot of ideal locations where you can get that type of yield. Okay, so if you look at BGC, Makati, you'd be very lucky to find properties that would give you that yield as of this moment, because property prices have really gone up to such levels that would only allow for about 2% to 3% yield. Gross pa lang yun. But if you're looking for something that would give you 5%, I would strongly suggest properties in Mandaluyong. So Mandaluyong condominiums have the potential to yield about 5% gross. So why is that? Because let's say, for example, you get a property for about 6 to 7 million, let's say a one-bedroom unit in Mandaluyong, and you rent it out for about 20 to 25,000, then that could give you that amount of yield per year. Pero that's only on a gross yield basis. So if you compute it, let's say 12 months at 20,000, that's how much, diba? So that's about 60,000.
How much will you consider for the dues? With the dues, can I still earn 5%?
For the dues, yun, you have to, if you compute all of the dues, medyo hindi na tayo aabot sa 5%, to be honest, diba? Kasi you have to deduct your association dues, which could vary from 3 to 5,000 pesos per month, diba? Doon yung lalaro, doon yung maglalaro. Tapos bukod dyan, you also have your property taxes. Every year you have to pay. You also have to allocate, if you're renting it out, let's say you hire the services of a real estate broker or agent, 1 month out of 1 year is usually the commission or the fee for these agents. So bawas din yun, kakain din dun sa yield mo. And then you also have to allocate at least, siguro at the most mga 1 month for incidentals. Maybe there's problems with your tenant, may nasira, di ba? Tapos you weren't able to cover it from your deposits. You also have to allocate the fund for that, just in case. So property management, if you're not based here in the Philippines and you're asking someone to do it for you, there's also a fee for that. So you have to pay them. So that will eat away from your yield, your rental yield.
Is the property manager also the broker?
It depends with your arrangement to find a broker who's offering the services to you for free, managing your property. Kasi kung yung tenant naman is not a problematic tenant, wala naman masyadong complaints, no, and your unit is still in relatively good condition, wala pang masyadong mga repairs na kailangan gawin, then okay lang, di ba? That you don't hire a full-time property manager. Your broker can do it for you kasi kung minor unit repairs lang, then you will just have to call the admin office, di ba, to do the repairs. But if major unit repairs, yun yung challenge, di ba? Kasi there are times wherein they will need to have the signature of the landlord to do the repair. And then there's a bond. Some condos would require you to pay a bond. So having a property manager that will do it for you and appointing them with a special power of attorney will help make the process a lot more easier. Because especially if you're based abroad or if you're very busy, you don't have the time to do it yourself, then you may need to hire the services of a property manager. So kung gagawin mo yun, especially if you have multiple properties, then it would be wise to have a property manager.
Will it be harder to earn in Makati now, given that the yields there are now lower?
Yeah, at this point right now, because rental rates haven't really recovered pre-pandemic levels, 2019 levels, wala pa tayo sa rates na yun. So, but the prices continue to go up. In BGC and Makati kasi, before the pandemic, in 2019, rental rates have been really very high, no? Because of the good economy that we had back then. We have a lot of POGOs. Yeah, golden age of the real estate market, no? In terms of Philippine records, diba? Especially in previous years. No? medyo mataas talaga. Before kasi, for the longest time, rental rates in Makati and BGC would range from 800 to 1,000 per square meter. Pero during that time, when the POGOs were still here, we were experiencing as high as 1,400 per square meter. They're willing to pay that, di ba? Yung iba pa nga, they pay 1 year in advance. But when the pandemic came and these POGOs left, di ba? Talagang nagkaroon ng gap, no, in terms of demand. And because there's a lot of turnover condos as we speak right now, because during the time that yun nga, golden age na tinatawag natin ng real estate before, ang daming developers na nagtayo ng mga condos in Makati, BGC, in the Bay Area, even in Alabang. So there's a lot of supply of condos right now. So that's eating away from the rental prices. So medyo bumaba talaga. Correct siya because there's oversupply, I would say.
Since prices are higher now, is it better to focus on rental income than capital appreciation?
If your intention is for capital appreciation, okay pa rin. Kasi capital appreciation steady naman every year. It's still increasing. In fact, there was a new property launched by a high-end developer here in BGC. And I was surprised. No? I myself was quite pessimistic. Mabibenta kaya ito at 350,000 per square when they launched it. And I was surprised na nabenta nga. And a lot of buyers really bought. So it really depends on the product, who's a developer. So pwede pa rin talagang tumaas yung value ng property. And that goes to show that Filipinos still have the money to invest. You just need to make sure that the product that you're investing into has the qualities of for good real estate development. So location, developer, di ba, ano yung mga offerings sila, amenities, the whole shebang. So, pwede pa rin naman. So, kung capital appreciation yung habol mo, and not just the rentals, then it would make sense. Kasi kung rental ang purpose mo, it will take you a long time to recover your investment, to be honest.
Can you get 5% outside the center of Metro Manila?
Problem is who will rent those units. Let's say you invest, for example, kunyari, you go to, ano bang areas? Let's say Cavite, ganyan, provincial, or within Metro Manila pa rin. So, Alabang yung QC kasi, it's still, though it's booming, di ba? There's a lot of development happening there. Pero I wouldn't say it's parang a developed central business district where there's a lot of, multinational corporations, a lot of local companies na talagang hiring multiple people who rent these particular units. And yung QC and Alabang kasi is heavily supported by BPO companies. So, and the BOGOs when they were still here. So, ngayon, the question is, who will rent? Yes, you get the property at a lower price, pero where are you able to rent it out at the price you want? Diba? And even if you lower the price, gano'ng katagal yung vacancy? Kasi mabakante ka lang ng 2 to 3 months, ang laking impact na yan sa yield.
So, would you be buying properties in Metro Manila for rental income? Or would you try a different approach in property investing? I hope that you learned a lot from the content in this video and also the format if you like it. If you like this format, comment down below that you like this format and we will make more videos like this in the future. God bless you guys again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.